think I may have got there. I'm not sure. I think I may have gotten here finally, guys. Sorry for being late. Doesn't look like anybody's on here yet. Mess around here a minute and see if anybody jumps on. Okay, we got a couple people on here. Hope everybody's doing all right. Trying to see how I see who's on here, but it ain't showing me yet. But give me a second. Hope everybody's having a good week, and as I said in the announcement, we've been working pretty hard on a lot of new stuff, so we've been a little quiet. I'm still trying to figure out how to see who's here. I can see there's more people, but guys, I still can't see who's here, and I'm still trying to figure out how to see the comments. So stay with me, and let's see if we get a few more people on here anyhow. Yeah, we're gradually getting more people. I think everybody else can see everything except me. I'm still screwed up here somewhere. But we'll get there. Well, we're up to 9. Back to 8. Let's see what this does. This is not my forte, guys. I appreciate everybody being on here, but and whatever reason, I know there's been a comment, but I can't see who's on here. I can see how many, but I can't see the who and what. But anyhow, I see a few more still jumping on, so let's give it a minute. And we've had a lot of new news, and we got even more news. So we'll just keep at this for a second here, see if anybody else jumps on. Maybe I can get lucky enough to figure out how to see what's going on. Okay. All right, well, we got a few of us on here. All right, well, let's just start with, first off, I want to thank everybody for the turnout and everything at the spring event. Went great. Glad everybody had a good time. I see you there, Andy, but I can't see who all's here, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I can't see the viewers. I can tell you there's 10 of us. But here's, again, thanks everybody for coming to the spring fling and for all the support. I think I've got the records sorted out for about the 3rd time. It seems like the software kicks my butt every time. But records are ready to go to the printer. But I want to give some updates on some stuff now. We are, as you know, we've talked about Maxton, and Maxton is scheduled for September 6th and 7th. We are going to go live with a application You will not get invoiced, and you can withdraw at any time, but we're going to have limited entries, and it'll be first come, first serve as far as how they're considered. The It'll be a 2-day half-mile side-by-side event. The reason we're still a little up in the air, and we're not going to invoice anybody. We're just going to get everybody signed up. We discovered that there's a spot in the pavement in the shutdown area that I'm just not comfortable with. It's going to have some repair. Everybody told me it was all great, and after I made them do some testing, I discovered it just won't. The potential to not hold up is too great. We can't risk it. I am confident we'll be able to get it rectified and fixed in time. I don't have a lot of concern about that, but until I'm absolutely sure, I am not going to invoice anybody. So everybody's kind of, I apologize for the kind of up in the air, but I'm in the same spot. We're supposed to firm up some stuff about the cost sharing on repairing that spot, etc., within the next 5 days. Like again, I'm confident we'll be able to get it handled, but I'm not gonna invoice anybody, but I will make the application form live once we get off of here. And as again, it will be a 2-day event, half-mile side-by-side. You'll be able to buy a 1-day or a 2-day event. The 2-day pass will be $5.95. The 1-day pass will be $3.45 for either day. We're going to limit it to about 175 for the day because I don't want long lines. And at 2 cars a time on a half mile, there won't be much wait with 175 cars because it's 2 at a time. They're going to have a big air show, festival, everything going on in conjunction with this. As I said, all we've got to do is get about a 50-foot piece of pavement repaired, and it's in the shutdown. It's not in the racing surface, but I just can't risk us having something that starts peeling gravel off and causing problems. So we will just keep you guys updated, but I will email out that application later today when we get off of this, and I will post it on social media and put the link on the website. Be sure and get your name in and get signed up because it'll be first come, first serve. So that's the updates on Maxton. As everybody knows, the horsepower harvest is coming up in October. And then the updates on Bonneville, it is a definite go. The 25th of this month is the last day you can submit your application. It's going to be a small event, guys. We've not had a lot of interest. But either way, we're doing it. All of you that are already signed up, I will be getting out a email to everybody that's already signed up probably tomorrow. We'll discuss some details, some potential changes we may make just because the field is so small. But the reports I've been getting, the conditions are getting better every day. I was actually on the phone with the BLM representatives, and they're excited about us coming. They want to see what we're going to do and what we're about. It's going to be a great event. And like I said, there's still a few days. If you got friends or anybody listening, you want to get signed up. Get signed up. This is kind of a first in modern history chance to just about be guaranteed that you've got a dash plaque that says you're a Bonneville record holder. And in modern history, there's not been a chance that it was really guaranteed because the records are all open. There may be 1 or 2 guys competing against each other, but the bulk of the entries are all going to be in their own class. So it's going to be about as guaranteed as it can be. And it will be the same as Bonneville. If you set the record first and the next guy breaks it, you both get your record holder certificates and plaques because you did set it. You may have not left with your name in the record book, but you still set the record. And I mean, Bonneville's been that way forever, and we're still going to stick to that. Is that, you know, in my mind, that's the only way that's fair. And we do our best to do that with Arkansas, with as many passes as we make. Sometimes it gets a little confusing. That's the updates on Bonneville. We definitely use a couple sponsors if anybody's got some companies that want to get on board. We have not really, I've not pushed it real hard because I want to get the first one under our belt. Not sure, you know, all the details. There's a lot of proof of concept here, but I have no doubt it's going to be great. We're going to have a blast, and the small field's a little disappointing, but at the same time, it's going to be about like we got our own little private club event. So that's going to make it a whole lot more fun, a whole lot easier to manage. That's sort of, I guess that's all the update I've got on Bonneville, other than just make sure you get signed up. And then, trying to see who all's on here real quick. I see Don Gilmore, Andy, Bert, Ross. Hope things are going all right down in Blytheville. I see Gary Johnson, see Andy, Dan Dawson. See you there, Spencer. Hope everybody's been having a good day. Now the big news. I got the confirmation yesterday, and now this is going to be just the same as we're doing currently with Maxton. You'll be able to start signing up as soon as I post the registration form and email it out. I will not invoice anybody till we've nailed down a couple of more details. But we were contacted and asked to come put on an event in Colorado City, Texas, which is the oil patch in West Texas. You're headed out towards Midland, Odessa. It's a really great long runway. Will be a combination event. You'll be able to register for half-mile side-by-side, 1 mile single vehicle, or you can do a combination registration. We're going to do both. There's going to be several other events, or a car show, a mud bog. They're starting to create a huge like motorsports festival in the area, and we're going to be part of it. And I want to thank all you racers, because the reason we were invited is because they have been to our events and they're very impressed with who everybody is. They really, really like the quality of event and the way all of our competitors handle themselves and have some respect. And it's not, as much as we all have a lot of fun, things stay under control well, and they were very impressed with that. So I want to thank all of you as competitors, because you're the reason we got invited. Now here are the details. It's in Colorado City, Texas, which I said is on your way out to Midland, Odessa. I drew a 250 mile radius map around it, and it makes it clear how big Texas is. You barely got out of Texas. Colorado City, Texas got its name because it's by the Colorado River, and it was kind of considered, because I think everybody stopped there for water and stuff with the stagecoaches and etc. It's kind of the gateway to the West in Texas at that time. It's got a lot of neat history. They are actually resurfacing the runway in July, beginning late July, and it'll be done early August. I'm in conversations with the gentleman that's doing the resurfacing. This is what he does. He owns the company, and they're excited about us coming, and they're going to make sure we got a good racetrack. We are going to only run a half mile and mile. I would love to say we'll run 1.25 miles, but we'll hold that for the future. Let's make sure it's all good at 1 mile. I think we have plenty of distance, but I'd rather take baby steps. We don't want to be planning something and then we can't do it. But it's a great venue. They want us there. And again, that's going to be the Colorado City Mile event in Texas on October 24, 25, 26. and it'll be limited to 175 per day. You'll be able to do 3-day and or 1-day entries to compete in standing mile and side-by-side half mile, or just one or the other. It'll be your choice. Prices will vary from $6.45 to $3.45, depending on, what you're going to enter. Let's see everybody getting. Yeah, we got 25 people or 24 people watching. We got a few. And again, that's the main update. We're going to have another event in late October. I'm 90% sure we will be able to get the issue with the surface at Maxton resolved. It's mostly just a money issue, but if we're going to have to spend that kind of money, I want to make sure we have some guarantees. My goal is that we get a several-year guarantee so we have a place to run on the East Coast for a long time. So that's just laying it all out on the table. It's going to be expensive to do the repair, but if it gets us a long-term place on the East Coast, I think it's worth it. It is not the old runway. It's one of the other runways, and they have shortened it. If you look at the map, you'll see one of the runways has been shortened. That's because they did this repair, and so they just made this a short runway and continue to use the other one as the full-length runway. Other than where they did this repair, that runway is in perfect condition. So, like I said, it's outside of our racing surface, but I just can't risk us running through something that might crumble in a shutdown. We're just not going to do it. We'll negotiate and figure out a way to get it repaired and to have a good surface for an extended period so we don't have to worry about it. I'm not seeing any questions. Let me do. Yeah, Dan, I can't wait for Bonneville either. It's going to be a blast. I see Brian. I see Butch Heights on here. Hey, Madison. Hope you guys are doing good. And yes, he needs to borrow some gear for his four-wheeler, but we'll let him run it. We just got to get him in some motorcycle gear. I don't see any other questions right now. So again, that's it. I will post the forms to get you on the list for Maxton and Colorado City. And again, until we've sent you the exact schedules, dates, we've confirmed that everything is good to go, I will not invoice you. I'm not going to do anything like that. But we need to get you on and need to get everybody signed up, because I have a feeling both of these are going to fill up fast. The people in West Texas have been begging for something for a long time. And that's part of why I'm doing it here in the group first, to let everybody, to let all our loyal members and racers get a chance to get on first. Because if you want to do this, we want you to be there. And we are starting to do stuff just using I think it's called Cognito form. Seems to be a lot easier and simpler. Guys, give me some. A few of you have filled the one out for the Father's Day special. Make sure you give me feedback. I'm always going to have typos. Tell me what they were. I always end up with a few. And, if there's problems or things we need to fix, be sure and let us know. Registration for the Horsepower Harvest is open. You can use the website, or we will have the Cognito form up as well. Let's get everybody signed up so we know how many we're going to have, and we can plan for a big event. I'm looking here to see if there's any questions. Brian, I know we'll be able to stay somewhere near. Brian's asking, can we stay on site at Colorado City? I'm sure there's really nothing goes on here. It's kind of an interesting situation, but no, we'll have a place to stay, and there will be RV parking at Maxton as well. They have because they're having a weekend long event, so they have RV area set up. Richard will be posting the information on the Colorado City event and the registration form. It is October 24, 25, 26. Will be a combination 1 mile and side-by-side half-mile event, and you can register for whichever part you want to do. And again, guys, we're excited to be growing. I know we've been kind of quiet, but as you can tell, there's been a lot of stuff brewing in the background, and there's still a couple of more potential things that are in the background that may still be coming out. But these are the things that I've gotten enough confidence on and will at least start signing people up. Colorado City is a done deal. Just got to work out details and stuff, but it's approved by the state. The city board approved it yesterday, so we're in. I got to make sure I've got all the details worked out so everybody knows what to expect is the main thing. And again, for Maxton and Colorado City, just get your name applied. That doesn't mean you got to pay anything. You can withdraw anytime you want. And I'm not going to invoice you till we've sent everybody all the details so that you know if there's a reason you need to withdraw or whatever. You'll know if you can't make it. I think that's about it. Again, I've got the record certificates ready to go to the printer. Those should be going out shortly. I don't have my list in front of me, but I believe the 3 fastest carburetor cars at the spring event were I think they were all 3 the NASCAR cars. I got to double check, but I'm pretty sure they were all 3 Cup cars, because they were on carburetors. I know at least 2 of them were. I got to verify the 3rd one. I think it's pretty cool that we have 200 plus mile an hour carbureted stuff. Oh, one other thing to touch on. I think a few of you've seen notice about it, but Guinness World Records will be on site at the horsepower harvest in Arkansas. And the gentleman that holds Neil Campbell, that holds the record for the fastest man on a slipstream bicycle, which means riding behind a vehicle out of the wind, is going to attempt to break his record. And he's aiming for right at 200. He's been 170 plus before. And Rick Lind, when he gets done at Pikes Peak, which is at practice now and getting ready for the race, make sure you follow Rick, go to Pikes Peak, follow all that, tell people about what, comment on the stuff he's posting, talk about what we're doing, help us out, but mainly follow Rick. He's a great guy. And when he gets done there, he's going to build a camper shell so that they can put the bicycle behind it at the horsepower harvest. So that's going to be cool. And I've had a couple guys in cars tell me they're pretty sure they're going for a new track record of 280 mile an hour this fall. And that's going to be great. Eddie said it at 271. But then again, that may only be 70 mile an hour faster than the bicycle goes. It's kind of interesting to think a guy may be pedaling a bicycle 200 mile an hour. It's going to be exciting to see. I'm looking here through the questions to make sure there's nothing else. Dan, Bonneville is sub 20. It's just going to be a small little private event, but we're doing it. And as I said earlier, I see where Dan Rohrbach asked how many we have for Bonneville. We're under 20, but as I've always said, if I tell you we're racing, we're going racing. We'll figure it out. And the BLM Dan is truly excited for us to come, see what we're doing, and get a better handle around what we need so we can make this thing continue and grow and be an annual thing. So we're in a really, really good situation there. Matt Durand, I see you're asking. Colorado City is October 24 to 26. And they're going to have everything from car show to a mud bog down the street. So this will be a pretty wild, exciting, fun weekend. Double checking all my questions here. I appreciate you guys taking time to listen to me and jumping on here. I'm not much on being a speaker, I know, but I do the best I can. Biggest thing is you guys all have fun and we all stay shiny side up and we get to do it again. That's our main goals. Make sure we keep everybody happy and safe and keep all the facilities and organizations happy and safe. So unless anybody's got any other questions, Dana Durham asked about Colorado City sign up. It will be a sign up like a cognito form. I will send it out in email, post it on the website, and link it here to social media tonight. Because I want to give all the people that have raced with us a chance to get on the list first. All right. Thank you for your comment, Dan. Or Matt, thank you. All right, I'm not seeing any other questions. There was a question about Maxton camping. They do have a camping facility set up. It's very close to where we'll be racing, but they've got a place for RVs that'll be there because they're going to be a combined air show and a bunch of other stuff going on. So they have an RV area set up. I can't give you a lot of details on it because I'm not actually in control of it, but there will be an RV area there. All right, guys, I'm going to end this live video. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Hang on, let me see what Matt's asking. Matt, the Colorado City dates are October 24 to 26. I'll get some posts up and get everything out there now that it's official. It's a lot of stuff in the background, guys. It really was. It's been a lot to can't say much about, but you got to get all the ducks in a row. And this, you think you got it all whipped, and you find out there's a spot on the pavement at Maxton that we got to fix. So that's why I said we're just getting everybody signed up right now. I want to make absolutely sure we've crossed every T and dotted every I before we invoice anybody. So, all right, again, I am going to sign off. I'm not seeing, no, I'm not seeing any other questions. So I think we're good. I'll talk to everybody soon. Thank you.